Hi, guys. Oh my goodness, I haven't really been talking all day, so I gotta warm up my voice a little bit. So sorry if I sound groggy until then. Ice water. I didn't forget this time, guys. Keeping my ice water with me. Hello, hello. I'm really happy you guys are in already. Hi, Cat. Hi, Ames. Hi, Sunbo. I know I kind of asked in the chat, but how is everyone doing today? In my neck of the woods, it's a beautiful, cold, rainy Saturday. So I'm not going to complain. Anything's better than snow at this point. Although, I heard maybe there might be snow. I hope that's wrong. How are the levels, guys? Is the music too loud, too soft, just right? Yes, I'm taking it easy and resting, to be honest. No, you should. You should. You got surgery. Well, not major surgery, but still some surgery done. So you need to relax and just take it easy. You should be talking less than I am. Way less. Because I'm going to be talking a lot today. I'll tell you guys, though, the morning after my debut, my vocal cords haven't been that sore in a long time. I'm not used to talking anymore. The job I have, I mostly just type either emails or like a special chat room that my coworkers and I have. So I'm not used to talking much during the day. That happened when I started streaming too. Yeah. Oh, I bet. I bet. It's definitely not an uncommon thing. I'm sure I am not a minority in that aspect. Who needs talking anymore? Text to speech, everything. Right? Right, exactly. I know. I remember when like oh, never send an email, never text because people won't know your inflections. And I get that. It's true. But nowadays, putting little smiley faces or LOL at the end of even emails, like work emails, is pretty common. Unless I'm like emailing a CEO, then even my regional manager, I'm just like, LOL, thanks for your help. She'll LOL back. So it's pretty easy to Hi, Alpha! Welcome! You're lurking. That's fine. Thank you for swinging by. I know you're going to be streaming too today, so good luck with that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, I had a Twitter poll, because until I get more used to this, I'm not quite sure what I'm in the mood for today. But I asked, do you guys want a art stream? Or I've been really wanting to play some classic SNES, probably some Donkey Kong. Not sure if 1, 2, or 3. And I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do. So I did my Twitter poll, and let me double check. Because last I looked, it was a tie. Sorry, guys. I've had this cough this past week, and it's awful. Yep, it's still a tie. 43% art stream, 43% SNES, and one person said, why not both? So I take that as a tie. So I figured, well, I'll kind of start out easy with just some art, kind of show you guys what I'm working on. It's nothing too special. I actually have to completely redraw my PNG tuber because, as I kind of mentioned my last stream, I done goofed, guys. I'm dumb, and when I made the canvas, I didn't put it at 300 DPI, and it looks like shit. Well, like when you really, look at it. So I'm like, well, I gotta redraw that anyway. So might as well do that. Plus, with the program I have, I can do different emotions and reactions and set them to hotkeys. So Why not just redraw a nice clean PNG, and then I can just kind of add expressions on top of that. Cool with me. And then as far as games go, I think I'm going to try some Donkey Kong Country. I'll let you guys pick 1, 2, or 3. And I also have Mario Kart for the Switch. So if we get enough people who want to hang out and just kind of play online, I am 100% cool switching to that. So no problems there. I didn't set the DPI high enough. It's pixel art now. Pretty much. Pretty much. So many people streaming today, and I got a room to clear out. Aw. Honestly, I should be cleaning the current room I'm in. It's like my office / guest bedroom. I really should be cleaning that today. I started, and then you know when like you have one of those days you wake up and you are just like dedicated. You're like, yes, I'm gonna clean every freaking room in the house. My house is gonna sparkle and shine, and it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be so great. So then you start going, and of course you can't just clean. When you're like hardcore cleaning, you gotta make a mess before it gets better. Throw in okay, I'll organize that, throw it on here, throw it over there, move all these boxes over here. Cool. I'll sort them all, and then we'll put the boxes away. And well, I got to the toss it over there and get the boxes out. Didn't really get to put it all away part yet. So I have my one corner of the room that's nice and tidy. And then I have oh no, I'm in the middle of cleaning, guys. It's not a mess, it's the cleaning process. Yes, all this mess is because I was cleaning, yeah. Yes, I haven't seen this picture / drawing / book in a year or so. That happened to me. I found one, it's like, okay, remember here in the States for a while we had that nice big thick, manga magazine like Shonen Jump or Shoujo Beat. Those are really common over in Japan, of course. You get a new chapter every week or every month. And I found an old Joker magazine that I bought easily 12 years ago. And I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen this in like 10 years, you know? So I'm sitting there and I'm flipping through it, and it has one of the brand new chapters for Umineko manga, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And, yeah, I haven't put it away yet. 2 hours later, yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, should I hop over to drawing now? We'll just do some doodles. Not entirely sure if I want to start anything major right now or not, so let's hop on over. Sorry. Oh my gosh, my voice is so hoarse today. Sorry. Anybody who liked the sound of my voice on Thursday, I'm sorry about today, because it's like smoke a voice. Cool. So, most of my recent projects have been redrawing my avatar or working on Sanbo Ichiban's avatar. I don't really have much else other than that, so. Schmoka! Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just kind of hop into, my avatar. I just downloaded some new brushes from some artists online, and I almost forgot to install them. I downloaded them, and they have a thing like, oh, they're technically free, but if you want to tip, please do. And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I don't have much to tip, but I would like to tip. So, yeah, so just to give you an idea, you guys see how, like, blurry and pixelated that is? It looks okay resized for my avatar, because obviously it's a lot smaller, but after I exported it, it just looks like crap. I'm not looking forward to doing the eyes again, because ignore that. I accidentally saved with Procreate, there's not a save feature. It kind of auto saves, right? But if you exit a canvas and then go back in, you can't undo. Like, it starts exactly where it is. You still have all your layers and stuff, but you're not given a get out of free card. And my dummy, when I pinch and zoom, sometimes I accidentally draw, and I went and messed that up. So as long as I don't trace that line while I'm redrawing, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, trying to get the head right, and then of course adding mouths. Whoops. There you go. Making sure they're lined up. You don't want a mouth like too far on one side of the head or something. And I am so happy, you guys. I learned a new way to color line art in Procreate. Like, if you forget to use a color to start off with. Because the way I learned originally, it's like really pixelated. It looks awful. But I'm like so excited. You hit alpha lock and then fill layer, and oh, it's so easy. Yes. Hey, I'm happy. It's the little things in life, you know what I mean? So honestly, I don't even really quite know where to start right now. Do I have? I do. I started coloring the line art when I just did the like original idea for the face and hair. But I forgot. I forgot to do the color swatches, you guys. I'm out of my element. Do I still have my color reference sheet? There it is. Okay. Oh yes, I updated my reference sheet because I've had a couple people ask if I have a tail. So I did this little deal. Yes, I have a fluffy tail. Little Nikki Lorla. Ooh, got that badonkey donk in the trunky trunk. I'm like, I could draw like a really shitty tail. Like, oh, there you go. It's just for mostly colors, you know. Any artist who wants to draw a deer tail can draw it however they want. But figured, well, it's the color of my ears and my furry legs. Little floof, yes. But I was like, well, let me have a little fun and do a really silly chibi. Okay. I'll just copy. And we will bring that over real quick. Yes, yes, definitely good luck cleaning. Thank you for lurking, honestly, thank you. It means a lot to me that you want to have me up in the background. Obviously, feel free to comment whenever you want. I will be here and I will do my best to respond. Let's smoke. It's kind of sucky. Every time I hear it's so easy, I think of that yacht song. Yeah, it's so easy. Hey, happy go lucky. See, my thing is obviously like JoJo memes blew up a few years ago on the internet. So whenever it's like Zawarudo, I always just think of Yatta as like, we are Zawarudo. Okay, so for now, everything else I can get just the colors I need. Yatta! Yes, that's actually one of Sanbo's favorite songs. I think I just had this here for the mouths, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Trying to decide which layers I can delete and which ones I don't have to. It's a very cheerful song. It's got to be pretty old. Yeah, it is. Well, let's see, because it became popular, I think it was in like a Newgrounds or Albino Black Sheep video. 2000... Between like 2002, 2004, between there. That's about when I heard it too. Oh, 2001, holy shit. Yeah, so... And if that's when it hit here in the States and got popular through memeing, then the song is easily, you know, more than likely older than that. Okay, well, I guess... Oops. Might as well erase the extra white. No need. Oh, is when it was first released. Okay, 2001. So yeah, 2003 or 4 would be here. So yeah, that makes sense. Even in the early days of the internet, though, obviously things didn't pick up and become more aware and apparent overseas like it does now. Obviously, everything is so instantaneous these days. So... okay, let's make some... Whoops, okay. That brush is weird. Let's make some line art colors. Because I accidentally shrank this down way too small to pick up the colors. Or actually, you know what? I think I still have the original of that too. Yep. Okay, let's just copy canvas. Oops. Still manages to be relevant to this day. Yes! Yes, it does. And actually, there was a live cover of that song, and it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's actually close to what I had before. I don't want the colors to be too dark, because, like, I'm ghostly. So, even for the line art, I want it to be relatively light, all things considered. So that one will be for my skin. That will be for my nose and any hard to dark outlines. Yes, party in the chat. What? Did I color that? Yeah, I did. Okay. The only thing I don't have line art for is line art colors is for the clothing, because I did that just as a black sketch, so it doesn't matter too much. We make it up as we go along. Because it's my avatar, I can do whatever I want. So when I do start playing the game, you guys, and I switch over, what do you think I should play? Should I just do some, like, some Donkey Kong? I'll let you guys pick whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Or, I did find my copy of Mario Kart, so even if I stream, like, later tonight, when we can get more people, because obviously the more people to play, the better. But if I can manage to get a decent group of people to come on over and play with us, that would be a lot of fun. I always have fun when you know, Gumdrop, Gamu, invites us to play, and she does that. I play like trash, but, you know, it's all good. The eyes, I will definitely have to remember how I did those. I actually looked up a tutorial for coloring eyes in a whole new, different way that I'm used to. So I ended up really liking how it turned out. But then, of course, it's a matter of, like, I don't remember how I did it now because it was so new. I might start clipping my art apart to start working on my 2D live this week. Yes, that would be fun. That sounds like fun. Yeah, cause I don't know, I kind of looked at a video that you posted one time in chat, and it's pretty much you just have to have everything separate, right? Like, you want the hair to be a completely separate chunk, And if there's like different strands, you want those to be a separate trunk because then you kind of give it a skeleton so it moves. I could be wrong, but I think that's how I interpreted it. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to remember everything I did and the purpose of anything that's still here, you know? Okay, I think that's the mouth I was gonna keep. This one was a little too bland. Um, well, if you end up liking the 2D process, I will literally commission you. I'm more than happy to draw everything separately. I will commission you to do a skeleton. If it's not too, like, excruciatingly painful. Yeah, I, like, understand the process now, but it's going to be a lot of work. But I might as well get started, especially with the downtime. Everything needs to be clipped apart. When you add extra bits added to the background because of the movement. Ah, I see. Yes, I do. Because obviously if, like, you're moving a chunk of hair back and forth, it's going to be, like, that white background or transparent background or whatever, so I get what you mean. So then basically you have to, like, fill in the normal hair color behind. I get you. I know what you're saying. Okay. So I'm going to just flatten this then. And we'll flatten that. So then in my group layer, these are my mouths. Oops. Hi, ID10. Hello. What am I working on? So I have my full body PNG tuber. And long story short, I worked on it very hard, and I'm dumb, and I had my DPI very low, and when it exported and I finished everything, it's pretty crappy quality. To put it bluntly, it looks like crap. So, I've been meaning to redraw it, just in general, and I figured, well, let's just make a stream of it. And then after, I'm gonna draw for just a little bit, not too long today, and then after that, I was gonna play some Super Nintendo games. Oh, not 72, it wasn't that low. It was like some really weird random number, like 100 and, like, yeah, like 172 or 158. It was something like that. It was under 200. Usually the general standard is obviously like 300. You'd kind of want to aim for that, you know? So, yeah, it was not great. Oh, 72 on your line art for your character? Oh god, that's painful. Hopefully you caught it before you got too far at least. Okay, I think this layer's empty, yeah? Yep, layer empty. Okay. So we'll just start with line art. Whoops. I don't usually name my things till I'm halfway through it and realize that, oh, this is getting really annoying. I cannot remember where anything is. Okay, so we'll just kind of start with the skin. Don't mind the lines on my face. I was trying to make everything a little bit more centered because I noticed when I was making my mouths actually for the PNG tuber that my chin was slightly more to the left or right than it was centered. So obviously it made the mouth look weird. So tried to correct that before I got too far. And we will just put that down low. I think we're good there for now, so we'll just kind of hop in. You had to reach all the line art. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, that's right. I got brand new inking pens. Or just pens, I guess, in general online. Because I didn't really like how pixelated some of the preset ones looked. Obviously, anything looks pixelated when you zoom in, though, to be fair. Let's see. This one's called Inkin. I just don't want it to be those, like, super sharp pixels, you know what I mean? A little bit of blur is good, but again, you don't want too blurry. It's so hard to find, like, the perfect... It's so hard to find, like, the perfect brush setting and stuff, you know what I mean? Ooh, yeah, dots. Woo! Look at those dots. Okay. I should have messed around before I, started streaming. But, whoa, that was a big blah. It's like Dumper. That's like my Dumpy. Oh yeah, that one's really, really jagged. Okay, so... Yeah, they do look really smooth. I like it. One was free and one was literally like $1. So I was like, yeah, I can definitely go for that. I think so far I like this one. Let's erase that. Kind of see where it gets us, right? Oh god. I'm wondering if doing the screen share is making it lag a little bit. Could just be that my arm touched it. We'll go with it. If it ends up not working out, then we can switch to gaming sooner than later. Okay. Weird. Okay. So maybe it is because I actually haven't done an art stream yet. Because I use my iPad, I use Procreate. I do have a computer tablet, but my only computer right now is a laptop. And if I streamed off of that with any art programs, I know it would probably cause it to go up in flames. Actually, I got an idea. I'll be right back for a second, guys. I think I still have one of my, like, digital art drawing gloves that prevents the screen from picking up stuff. So, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Alrighty, I found it! Yay!
Yeah, I found it.
Just gotta get resituated here and throw the glove on. Hi, Gum! Thank you for stopping by. I had my headphones on backwards. Shh, don't tell anybody. I sounded like Elmo.
Yay, Elmo found it.
am here. Hiya, Gum. Doing good. Could grab some coffee real quick. Ooh, yeah. I wish I had some coffee. Oh, that's fine. I don't think if I keep trying to egg myself on to keep doing it, I think I'm just gonna get worse and worse with it.
Elmo gonna show you guys how to draw some good shit.
Oh my god. Elmo Tuber. Yeah. Yeah. I'll make a new account. It's just Elmo.
Shit get hit.
I can't draw a smooth line. You guys are so distracting in a good way. I just want to keep looking at chat. Elmo draws shit, yeah.
Today, Elmo's gonna show you how to draw some crack cocaine. And by draw, I mean make.
Elmo, oh god. Oh, I'm so glad I left clipping on. I went into settings because I originally forgot to turn on. Oh, that looks awful. I forgot to turn on like archiving, so my debut stream's gone forever. So little sad about that because it really was fun. I had a blast, but it happens. But Alpha Particle made one clip, and it was fantastic. I'm really glad that clip was saved. No. What am I? Sorry. What am I drawing today? I'm making a better version of my PNG tuber because, long story short, my DPI was trash when I made the canvas and I didn't realize it. And when I finished everything, it looks like just trash. So I can't wait to watch the clips of what you guys make when I'm done streaming today. I'm like, will I laugh at myself or will I cringe at myself? I make me laugh a lot. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you, ID10. Do you have a way to pronounce your name that you prefer, or is it just like ID10, like how I'm saying? I like to know so I can, because I've had people actually struggle pronouncing Lorelai. And I understand, you know. Some people have either never seen the name before, or maybe like their English as a second language. So, but I know what it's like to have your name mispronounced all the time, so I want to make sure that I do my best to learn everybody's names properly. Okay, so ID10. Cool. Do you stream as well, ID10, or are you more of a lurker? Just 10? Okay. That might be a little more natural on the casual talking. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think the screen sharing is making it glitch a little bit, so I apologize if you see me redrawing the same line 100 times. Yes. Oh, awesome. I will, by the way, I will definitely be following any new followers and new watchers. I follow back. I'll just have to do it after the stream because I get nervous doing too much while I'm streaming because either I don't want to crash my laptop or I don't accidentally want to like open something that has too much personal or secret information on it. I keep my laptop pretty clear of that kind of stuff though, but you never know. So I usually, whoever, oh my god, see, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm missing from my flesh. My ghosty flesh.
I will tell you guys though, if none of you have ever worked in Procreate, it has this arcing system where if you make an arc and you hold it down, it helps like smooth it out. I have very shaky hands, so trying to do like a there you go. See, like oh, it's so nice. And especially if like, oh, I need to make a circle. Oh, that's I think this pen has something weird with it. Let me actually switch over to my normal inking pen. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, yeah. I love it. It really is a lifesaver from time to time. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just the screen share. It happens. That's fine. I'll stream what I can, and like I said, I am more than happy to switch over to video games for a while too. I haven't played games in actually quite a while. I used to work for a relatively well-known game store company years ago. So obviously, like, I knew I had to know everything and anything and everything about games, whether I played them or not. You know, so if I didn't like a type of game, I at least had to know the basics. Especially when people ask you, like, oh, so is it gonna play more like Call of Schmoody or is it gonna call like Battlefurp? And I'm like, oh, well, it's kind of so I basically had to kind of know, like, oh, okay, well, stop a stop in a land of Funko that you might have EB to some games. Exactly. So you know what's up. Uh, pretty much. I actually really did enjoy my job. It had its ups and downs. And honestly, retail work can be pretty stressful. Mostly because it's like if you're not making numbers, it's just nonstop. Like, oh, you're trash. You got to do better. Luckily, none of my like managements or higher ups were like that. But it was more of the company mentality as far as that stuff goes. They're like, we respect you guys and you're part of our family, but also if you keep effing this up, then you're in trouble. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, thank you. I understand. You know, companies are there to make money, but still, it's stressful, especially if you keep hearing it day after day and you're like you're having a really bad week or month for the store. Because I was an assistant manager, so I didn't just go in and like, oh, okay, time to sell some stuff. It was all the numbers game. So, if you knew that your district manager was coming in that day, yeah, you better make sure that store's looking purty and fresh, and that hopefully if your numbers sucked that week, you get in some numbers today so you can be like, see, I swear it was just a slow week. Don't kill me. Retail is retail. Game flop. Sorry, let me see. Keep it simple. A little bit of scuff and the spice is streaming. No worries, good thinking. Ooh, nice scar. Yeah, thanks. I really need to practice. I can't get nails to look good, especially thumbnails. I don't know why. I'm not entirely happy with how that looks, but it is what it is. I've gotten a lot better, I feel, at hands, because obviously hands are those things that just, like, haunt almost every artist in existence. I'm not 100% satisfied with my hands, but it's better than what it used to be. If anybody here's an artist, I know some of you guys are, but how many times as a kid Pokemon was a huge inspiration when I was a child.
Ask Ketchum. I challenge you to a poke duel.
how many of us, everything we drew looked like that? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just casually standing here. I never let my arms out. But I will tell you guys, the day I learned that you could put hands in pockets, my God, that changed everything. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure back in like early internet days of like sharing art, DeviantArt, places like that, one of my profile pictures was like, oh, there's a little cartoon me, haha. And I had one hand that was like the chibi with like the thumb ball, and the other one, of course, was just in my pocket, and I did like a crappy little outline, like, see, it is in there, ho 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 ho, it's me. And I was like, damn, I'm so good. Hot damn. Can't get better than that. Oh, whoops, I forgot I was on a new layer. Or I wasn't on a new layer. Like, totally drew over my good art. Thank God for undo, right, guys? Alright, we'll switch back colors. Hashtag so true. Oops. Woohoo, that was way too big. Okay. Oh God, what is that? Gum, what the hell is that? Oh Lord. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but good Lord. Victor. Well, and I guess 10's obviously new. This is only my second stream. I debuted Thursday, so just a couple days ago. And, basically just a little bit of who I am. My name is Lorelei Sylvanus. I am a ghost, and I am a faun/satress. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was Pan, aka Sylvanus in Roman terms. So I'm 1/128th goddess. But, I mean, who's counting, really? But, that said, I am a ghost. I do not remember how I died. How I died the death. Died the death. But I was kind of thinking, hey, that's more goddess than me. you know. It's kind of like, I debuted on St. Patrick's Day, and I kind of gave myself a chuckle. I'm like, it's kind of like in America when you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and you're like, yeah, I got some Irish in me. I'm Irish. It's like, oh, you are? Like, did you come from Ireland, or like, are you like a first generation? Well, no. My great 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 granddad used to live in Ireland, so I got a little bit of Irish in me. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm the same way. My granddad though was I think he was like 99% Irish and then like 1% Scot. He never acknowledged Scottish because the Irishmen and the Scottishmen like to be silly. What did I do? I like potatoes. Yeah. Oh, I love me some potatoes. Does that make me Irish if I like potatoes? If that's the case, then all of America is Irish. One of my dear forest friends has a small child, a toddler, and she does not like potatoes. And I'm like, okay, look, I love her. She is my little niece, but she is definitely not my child. I'm just saying. Ooh, that looked bad. I know, but she is a good girl. She actually eats a lot of veggies. She likes all the stuff that most kids don't at that age. So like broccoli and she eats like salads and like tomatoes and everything. So she's a good girl. She's a very good girl. She's just a little misguided. She'll learn in due time that potatoes are life. Depending on how these hands come out when I see the full thing completed, I may redraw them. Find like a different reference to. Oops. So, obviously, you know, being a streamer, I gotta kind of just talk to myself. Oh, well, I'm talking to you guys, but obviously I'm in a room just kind of like talking to myself. So, I want to get to know you guys. It's a lot easier to have a conversation. And find some common ground and everything. So, feel free to tell me about yourselves. What's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite video game or like your top 3 favorite video games? Sometimes it's like it's impossible to pick one. Cuz sometimes you have like well, it's depending on what mood I'm in, you know, like easily one of my absolute favorite games of all time is Portal and Portal 2. Portal 2, I guess more specifically. But one of my other favorite games ever is Binding of Isaac. So obviously Binding of Isaac has unlimited replayability because it's a roguelike. But of course, like Portal is just wholesome fun. It's like as soon as you solve a puzzle, you're just like, "Oh my god, I have big brain moment." I'm paranoid now. Hold on. Okay, good. I'm like super paranoid. I'm like, 300 DPI, good. But yes, I'm sure most of us here play video games. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm kind of zoning out. I didn't go to bed super late last night, and I got a decent amount of sleep, but I'm just tired. To be fair, not to get into too much personal detail, but I did get sick, a couple years ago. Luckily not with COVID. I've actually been lucky and have avoided it. As far as I know. I could have technically had it and been asymptomatic, you know. That's obviously a possibility, but I've been fortunate enough to stay relatively healthy, but back a couple years ago I got posture stretch check. Yeah, for sure. That'll be a good one to have. Ah, okay. I can't draw a line to save my life right now. There we go. Too straight. But basically it got bad though. I was sleeping like 16 hours a day. Sometimes more. There would be like I would go to bed at like 6:30 p.m. I would sleep all the way until like 11 or 12 the next morning. So like 11 a.m., noon. I would be awake for maybe 2 hours and I would be so exhausted like I hadn't slept in days and I would just pass out again. It got kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. Like I'm not used to being that tired. And I was never much of a nap taker either. Like I never took naps. Maybe once a year, but I didn't like doing it cuz you know when you take a nap you always feel like really groggy afterwards. You're like, "Why did I do this?" Oh, okay, that all right, we're going to flip the canvas. Also, sorry guys, like I know typically, you know, when you're drawing, you want to do it in a like horizontal canvas, but I've just gotten so used to doing vertical that's just kind of like my default, so if it does bother anybody too much, I'm more than happy to switch. And basically, I think I'm just gonna plan on streaming until I just get too tired, because I had a really fun night the other night. If it wasn't for having to go to bed and work a 10-hour work shift the next day, I would have probably stayed on and chatted with everybody. I missed it already. Cool. I think that's all of the skin that's showing through. I think so. Erase that. Cool. And obviously, if I miss anything, I can always go back, right? Let's rename that to skin. Okay. And now this one will do hair. Yes. Oh. Murmur! Oh, Murmur, hi! Yes, Murmur is one of my dearest forest friends. It's good to see you, Murmur. How are you today? I forgot to get your PNG last night, so I could get it ready in case you were ever wanting to do a co-op collab. I would say we could stream Gang Beasts, but I'm gonna be honest. I worry how much the audio would peak. If anybody's hasn't played Gang Beasts, it's an incredible I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a beat 'em up versus your friends, but it has like those ragdoll physics, and it's just such a silly game. I adore it. But Murmur, it's one of the few games. Murmur doesn't really play video games often. But it's one of the few that she can kick butt at. She's very aggressive. I'm a bit too much of a monster playing beasts. Yes, for sure. A lot of yelling. A lot of aggressive grunting. Oh, that looked bad. Okay. I gotta be a little bit more delicate. There we go. Good enough. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, because it's inside lines for the hair flow. I am not looking forward to redrawing the braids. I probably put less lines in there, though, to be fair. When I did the original for this, obviously it was a much larger canvas, but also much less to draw. I just had, like, basically bust up. So I went ham on the hair details, which normally, is a good thing. But, now that I'm compressing it to a much smaller, canvas, I don't want to overdo it. Whoops. Aggressive, very. Yeah, it's scary. I'm getting tired too, you guys. My goodness. I woke up pretty late too. Like I slept in unintentionally, but I live some in the area that does daylight savings. So of course, it just messes up your sleep schedule. Like your inner clock so bad. Takes forever for me to get used to it. And then of course by the time you get used to it, they change the clocks again, so then that way it's like it's the winter change. So, oh, you get an extra hour of sleep. The worst though is if you have pets. Like my cats know when it's getting close to their breakfast time. But when you switch the clocks back, then they start begging at like 5, 6 a.m. and you're just like, guys, go away. It's not the time you think it is. Whoops. I don't know about this pen once I get to the smaller... I mean, it's about on par. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm... Sykes! Hi! Welcome! How are you today? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, yeah, I'll go back to the other one. I can kind of see the difference now. Whoa, that's not the old one. I'm good. I also slept in. Good. Yes. That's a nice thing about if you have a Monday through Friday job. I guess any job, though, where it's your day off and you get to sleep in, you're just like, oh, thank you. Actually, you know what? I think I'll leave the extra strands with outline art. And then when I color it in, I will just add the extra strands hanging out as just the color of the hair. Sorry if I sound really hoarse today too, guys. I'm doing my best to kind of keep my inflection a little softer. But I've been coughing a lot this past week, and so far I've tested negative for the Rona, which is good. And honestly, I think it's just we're starting to get warmer weather. I just watched the 2 clips that were made from the stream earlier. I laughed so hard. Oh, I'm glad. Yay. If I can make you guys laugh, that means a lot to me. I've always been I've always loved making people laugh since I was like a kid. So if I'm successful, then that makes me super happy. Huge shout out to, was it 10? Was it 10 ID 10 who clipped those? I think it was. Whoops. Yeah, ID 10 clip. Okay, cool. Okay. Oof, okay. Oh my goodness. Kind of wanted the curls at the bottom of my hair to be kind of like bouncy. That username brings back memories of my IT support days. Oof. Oof. I'm sorry. Even if you enjoyed the job and you had great coworkers, I'm sorry. I always feel bad when something happens with our work server or even internet and stuff, and I have to call IT. Because obviously, especially if you're in IT or you just know electronics and things like that really well, You're like, yes, I already unplugged and plugged in the router. I restarted everything. I cleared cookies. I cleared my cache, however you pronounce it. I'm like, it's still not working. They're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to do it like 11 more times. I had to upgrade my phone, like late last year because of like the network I'm on was switching over to like 5G towers only. And even though I had like a brand new phone, it wasn't compatible anymore. So it ended up, I didn't know that, of course. And we got the brand new SIM cards, and I put mine in and did the troubleshooting, and it wouldn't work. And I was like, okay. And the person on his phone's like, oh, well, try this, try that. I'm like, I'm doing that. I'm doing exactly what you say. It's not working. And they're like, okay, well, this sometimes happens. Just wait 24 hours. Thank you for the follow, Murmur. I appreciate it. And I'm sure you appreciate hearing Beatrice laugh as much as I do. Probably not, because I really enjoy hearing Beatrice laugh. But just have comfort in knowing that whenever Beatrice laughs, a battler cries. Oh, sorry. Long story short, my phone didn't work. It didn't work. And I had to call IT and the customer service line and all that 5 times that week because I use my phone for work. Like, it's my business phone. If I don't have a working phone number and something goes wrong at my job and I can't be reached, I'm in trouble. So I ended up actually finding an app online that gives you a custom free phone number as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. That came in handy, actually, a lot. But I found out later that... Oh, and by the way, the troubleshooting they kept telling me to do was like, okay, restart your phone. I called one night, and I am not exaggerating. They had me, like, okay, take out the SIM card, put it back in, restart your phone. They had me do that 12 times. And and I was like, it's not working. It's literally telling me that my phone is like bricked, something like that. And they're like, okay, well, take out the SIM card and do it again. Take out the SIM card and do it again. And again, I'm sure I never worked like direct IT, but I'm sure there was a reason for it. But that's not going to stop me from getting any less bored and upset that it's not working. And it's just a matter of like, guys, I'm telling you. It's literally saying, like, your phone is locked. Call provider to unlock it. Even though my phone was on the same exact network, you know what I mean? So it shouldn't have been locked. It's like, oh, well, maybe you bought this phone for Verizon and you're on Blue Less Cellular. I'm not on either of those, but I just, whatever. And I'm like, no, I bought this phone through your guys' website, like, a year ago. And it's worked ever since until I put in this new SIM card. Well, because my phone wasn't compatible with 5G, when we put in the SIM card, it literally bricked the phone. So even if I had gone back to put in like a 4G card, it was just broken. It was bricked. I was so PO'd. Sounds like they were wasting time while trying to Google the answer. Honestly, they probably were. And like I said, I called, what did I say, like something like 5 times that week. And the thing that really irritated me was I finally got someone on the phone and she told me what the issue was. She's like, no matter what we do, the phone is bricked. It's locked. And obviously I'm mad because this means I have to buy like another $300 phone. And that's a cheap kind of phone too. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, an iPhone or even, like, Galaxy phones. I'm talking, like, different, cheaper brands. And, of course, she's, like, preparing for me to flip out because she sees all the notes on my records. And I said, honestly, I just want to say thank you. I'm like, I have been calling literally all week. This happened on a Sunday, and she didn't tell me that my phone was bricked until a Friday. So I've been calling all week. And I said, you are the first person to tell me this. Everybody else kept telling me that, oh, it'll work in 24 hours. And guess what? It didn't. And she was at least like she was actually kind of happy. Not that my phone was broken, but the fact that for one I didn't flip out at her, but for two I was like honest. You know, thanks for being honest with me. Like obviously I'm not happy about this, but now I know that I should just Hi, big boy. My kitty cat's here. Hi. Hello. We'll have to make a little drawing of you so you can say hi to people. He's been sleeping next to me. But yeah, so I was at least thankful for that, I suppose. 100% they were lost trying to frustrate you until you hung up and tried later, hoping you'd get someone else. Yeah, probably. Honestly. Honestly. I'm like, guys. Yes, it's my kitty cat. His name is Blues. He was actually named after Proto Man from the Mega Man games. Because in Japanese, Proto Man's name is Blues, and Mega Man's name is Rock. They're actually all named after like music stuff, so it took forever. I could not figure out a name that was suited for him. We adopted him from a rescue in my area, and he had a terrible original name. It was bad. So instantly I was like, okay, yeah, it's changing. Yes, I do like jazz. I'm not like an avid jazz listener, so I can't tell you musicians or bands or anything like that. But I do really like jazz. I will usually find jazz mixes and um play them like off of Spotify or something. I just recently started getting a little bit more into ska as well. Apparently almost every person I know in my friends and like family even are huge ska fans, and I never knew before. So I was like, hey, does anybody have any recommendations for some ska bands? And yeah, that message I sent out got a lot of replies. I mentioned it on my debut stream, but I just recently, like end of 2020 or so, started really getting into the gorillas. And so I've been when I get into something new, I really obsess over it. I go like super ham. Um oh god, that was bad. So I've been having a lot of fun with Murmur's a big fan of the girls as well, so she kind of was like, "Oh dude, I got you. I got your back." Are you kneading? I made a little bed for him next to my desk, and he's been standing here for the last couple minutes just kneading the same spot. Making bread.
Are you making dough? Is she gonna be making some bread for Mama?
Noodle is best girl, yes. 2D is probably my fave. Murdoch's an asshole, but I mean, you kind of have to love Murdoch because he's such an asshole. Oof, that was rough. Okay. Started out so well. I think the problem is this loop right here. Oh, goodness. So how about you guys? Do you guys have any favorite bands or genres? I'm a huge Disney. I was a Disney baby. Disney musicals and stuff. So I listen to a lot of soundtracks. My favorite is I'm a huge Tangled fan. I love Rapunzel. Um so and I will say 2020, with it being such a depressing year, and you can't really see friends, you're locked up inside, you can't really go out and just do you couldn't like casual shop or go sightseeing or go to a concert. Tangled, I probably watched that like a million billion times. And that movie kept me going that year, I'll tell you. I'm like, I have a dream of going back to the mall. I just want to see my friend again. I was also like a musicals kind of kid when I was younger, so I haven't really watched any recent musicals. I've heard really good things about the musical Hadestown. And with me having roots in Greek mythology, Greek and Roman mythology, but who's counting? I've actually really wanted to listen/watch it. I'm all about synthwave lately. Yeah, synthwave. Cass is also best girl. Yes, Cass. Tangled animated series. If you like Tangled, the animated series is actually really good. It has a few of like those episodes that are meant for kids, and they're teaching you a lesson or just being silly. But honestly, that show gets kind of dark, and actually brings up some serious topics. There's actually a whole episode that's just dedicated to Rapunzel, like confronting her PTSD from being locked in a tower and having an abusive like mother figure in her life. And not saying I'm like abused or have a bad relationship with my mother, but there were certain aspects of that episode that really, really got to me. Really relatable. So, but it's not like super intense, so you don't have to worry. It's not like going into like an adult level understanding of it. But it was a really nice. It was just like a really nice thing for them to bring up, like, hey, there were lasting repercussions of her being locked away for 18 years, away from any human contact other than this evil witch. So that was, yeah, I really liked that. And it's not just Rapunzel too. They go into other people's like traumas and how it affected them. So like Flynn/Eugene, Cass, she's a new character to the show, but she's awesome. But yeah, sorry, rambling. I've actually been digging The Weeknd a lot lately because he's been leaning hard into synthwave stuff. Yeah, you know what though? I haven't listened to pop music in a really long time. I've fallen out with it. I used to be the type of person, when I had a job where I traveled a lot, I would have the radio on. So I knew a lot of the popular music that was on. Now I feel like I'm a boomer. I'm an old boomer, and I never listen to the radio anymore. So I don't know like any popular music, but I was still when I was still listening, The Weeknd was still really popular, and obviously he still is. So I'd be interested in listening to his newer stuff because I liked a lot of his hits when I did listen. My problem is I'm really weird about music. I will like singles more than I'll like the band itself. Even if they're really good, even if like it's just really hard for me to listen to. It's like I like it and that's all. So if I like their hit and I download their album on Spotify or something, I get really stubborn. I'm like, I don't want to listen to the other stuff. I want to listen to stuff I know I like. And it's stupid. Like it's such a stupid mindset, but it's like that's just how it be sometimes, guys. the last really popular musician that I started listening to, like, their whole discography or more than just the hits was Ariana Grande. I think she's really pretty and she has a really nice singing voice, but I think it was just one of those where it's like, and there are genuinely some artists where, like, yeah, I can see why that song was picked to be, the hit of the summer because your other stuff is trash. It's kind of like a lot of the stories between one hit wonders, honestly. Um, where it's like, yeah, you led with such a banger that nothing will compare to it, Kind of digging your own grave. Let's see. I'm going to his concert this year. Doja Cat's gonna be there too. Doja Cat, I like her. She's fun. My first big concert in a while. I'm excited. Yeah, that will be exciting. Sometimes I'll go hard on a single song from a band I've never even heard of before and completely neglect to see if I even like yes. I do that all the time. All the time. And it's funny too because it's like you literally tick every box. Like, I like this sound, I like your voice, I like this genre, or even just down to like, I like this kind of tempo or this instrument, even. And you're just like, yeah, meh. Honestly, I'm not very musically inclined. I used to play piano when I was younger, but unfortunately, like, I didn't keep up with it. But I actually feel bad for up and coming artists because I feel like people are really picky with music. Someone like me who's drawing, it's easy to just kind of look at a picture and you instantly know if you like it or not. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I like this art style or I like these colors. But I feel like music, obviously, you have to not only listen to a full 4, 5, 6 minute song, but you have to listen to it multiple times. There's almost very rarely you hear a song once and you're just like, okay, yes, that's it. You won me over. And heck, how many times have you started like a TV show or a song and it starts off like you're like, okay, cool, the first like 5 seconds I love this, and then the person starts singing and you're like, okay, bye, I'm out. Heck, I've done that to YouTube videos. I know it's awful to say, but there's times where like I'll see something in my recommendations come up and it's a really cool, interesting topic and I'm all for it. And you get to like the 11-second mark and the person starts talking and it's just like, oh, I don't like the sound of your voice. And I know it's something people can't control, but sometimes it's just like it's too grating on my ears, or unfortunately some people just sound really unnatural when they're narrating. It's kind of like when you're watching like, for example, The Simpsons. The Simpsons, obviously, they have, actual voice actors, and then they'll get a celebrity to come on for a guest appearance. And sometimes that celebrity is surprisingly natural. And other times, it's, oh my god, it's so rough. You're like, dude, all you have to do is just pretend you're talking. You're not even, like, trying to sell it. You just have to say 3 lines of dialogue, and it's just like, hi, how are you? I'm good, and yourself? And it's rough. And I feel like sometimes, and you can't help it, some people just aren't natural when it comes to pretending to say something. But I feel like that happens a lot with some of the YouTubers that get recommended, where it's like, just chill and pretend that you're talking to your best friend.
Like you guys. All you guys are my best friend.
All right, time for a hydration break. My throat hurts. Sorry, I had to step away. Mother-in-law picked up little one. Ooh, yes! You get some either mommy alone time or husbando time. That's awesome. I played recorder when I was young. Maybe I should play recorder on stream one day. Yes. Duo melodicas would be amazing. A scuffed VTuber band, melodicas. And I have a janky harp. Yeah. Or my recorder. I don't think I have anything. I have a keyboard that I was gifted by a family member that, like I mentioned before, I don't really remember how to play piano and read music. I've been meaning to sit down and like relearn because I do really miss playing piano. It felt so good when you memorized a song and you didn't need, sheet music or anything. But I'm a very picky person. If I'm not good at something the instant I start it, I get really discouraged and mad. So it's like, obviously you're not going to be a pro at this. You have to at least try. But my brain like, no! Me be good or me never do again. I'm like, oh my god, why do I have the brain of a spoiled toddler? Okay, I think I will finish up the hair line art. And then I'm probably going to switch to a game, because I just need a quick break. I might come back to drawing. We'll see. I wouldn't mind streaming relatively long today, just because I had a lot of fun the other night. And I don't have anything to do today, except for, like, make dinner later, but... Ooh. Speaking of dinner, last night, Sanbo and I were really craving... We have this bomb-ass Indian restaurant where I live, and their stuff is so good. And Indian food, I love it, but I never, like... I don't live in an area where there's a huge market for it, unfortunately. So, and of course, because of that, there's not really a lot of competition and the ingredients aren't really abundant. So, it's pretty pricey, but it is very much worth it. Ugh, I can't get this moon right. But I haven't had them in a long time. So, payday happened, and it's like, you know what? Let's get some Indian food. It was so good. They have I love lamb. It's one of my favorite meats, favorite proteins. But you don't really see it too often, and it can be pretty expensive to just pick up at the grocery store. But they have this lamb tikka masala there, and it is like it's the best. It really is. It's just the best ever. So I was just munching it up, and I was in heaven last night. I have some left over, and of course, like I said, the prices went up because supplies are so expensive now for anybody, for restaurant owners, for craftsmen, for big companies even. I have a friend who sells furniture for a living, and a lot of furniture was backordered for months because they literally couldn't even import the wood to make it, or the steel for the frames or something, So their prices raised a little bit, but I was talking last night, I'm like, I would rather pay a little bit more for my favorite local restaurant and get the same amount of food and the same quality than to have them keep the prices exactly the same and they're putting less lamb in it or there's just less serving size, you know? And I think if you really do, if you love a restaurant or you love a band or you love, if there's something that you absolutely love that is a service, you 100% have, I'm not going to say an obligation, but you have a responsibility to take care of that. Because if you don't, we're the ones giving them business. And if you don't take care of them and you just get snotty with them, they're gone. And they might be gone forever. And then that thing that you loved and enjoyed, you don't get to enjoy anymore. That's my 2 cents. Okay. Well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's a good start, I think. Cool. Alrighty. Well, I think for now, I might switch over to a video game to kind of just take a break. I hunch over when I draw, so my back's a little sore. So I am going to take a quick break. I'll stretch, I'll refill my water, and when I get back, we can play video games, you guys. But I do have a question to ask. Do you guys want to watch some Donkey Kong Country? I could throw on my SNES classics. Or do you think we have enough people that would like to play some Mario Kart 8 online? We can always do that. And if not, I am totally happy taking a break from streaming like in a little bit. And maybe if we have more people around 7 or 8 p.m. It's 3:30 for me right now. So like in a few hours, if we have more people either just from like Twitter or Twitch or the Discord that we're in that do want to play, I'm more than happy to wait until then. But just let me know. I'm going to take a quick break though, guys. I'll be right back. And we're back! Welcome to the Lorelai Show, where Lorelai does things. I'm your host, Lorelai. Hi guys, I'm back. Alrighty. Well, thanks, Sykes. Alrighty. Well, let me do this real quick. Oh, yeah, that's my drawing of Kiryu Coco from Hololive. I miss her so much. She was up there. She was one of my absolute favorites. 100%. Yeah, sorry. It's my background and I can't find it right now in my photos, but I miss her so much and I drew this just in time for her farewell stream. But yeah. I know, Coco. I miss her. I follow a random streamer who's named K-san. Who man, she sounds really similar, but it's definitely not her, you guys. It's definitely not her. Which is fun, but obviously there's a charm to the character. You know what I mean? It would be the same if you know, this probably will never happen, but it'd be the same for if like I ever got hired by Hololive, but I had to abandon Lorelai behind. It would be, it's like it's not the same. You get attached to the character. But yeah, I mean, she's essentially doing the exact same stuff and she's still the same person. And I love her voice. Her voice cracks me up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Disconnect that. And then I can power up my Switch. I think eventually I'm going to be doing like PS4 games and everything, but right now for the very tiny space I have, my Switch is the easiest thing to have hooked up, so. And I mean, to be fair, this is like my second stream ever, so I mean, whatever. There's time to do more. I added a few more dumpies. Almost one in each corner. Alrighty. Okay, guys, so I can always do Binding of Isaac if you guys prefer to watch that, but I figured it's a Saturday, chill a little bit. But is there any preferences that you guys would like to watch? You can never have too many dumpies. 100% fact, okay? Fact. I agree with you. So I will go ahead and we will lower. I'll just mute it. I'm gonna mute the lo-fi for right now. In fact, I will probably just pause the lo-fi so we can jump back to it and not miss any. I have like a 3-hour long, 3.5 hour long, like YouTube video that's just like a bunch of lo-fi music. Murmur. Murmur, you're enjoying the dumpies, right? If y'all ain't enjoying dumpies, then I'd be so sad. Okay. Let's close some Isaac. Do I pick Lorelai or Lorelai? It was funny. I had a different display name originally. So I changed it to Lorelai, just make things easier. And one of my friends messages me today and it's like, who is Lorelai? And when I did friend them, please tell me that's you, because I of course was playing Binding of Isaac, so I'm like the only person in the world who plays that much Binding of Isaac. I'm like, yes, don't freak out, it's me. I promise I'm not a stranger. uh Okay, guys. Any preferences? Donkey Kong 1, 2, or 3? I actually grew up with 1 and 3. I didn't have 2, but we rented it all the time from a video, movie rental place. I just got the update today. They added Earthbound. And Metroid Special? I don't know what the difference is. So, I'll find out one of these days. Might as well take them in order? Yeah, good idea. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't think I unmuted the game. Oh, wait, no, the game audio's there. Okay, how are the sound levels, guys? I can't hear them, so it's totally dependent on you guys. Sounds good so far? Okay, cool. If it does get, like, too loud or not loud enough, just let me know. The special versions usually have built-in extras and cheats. Oh, cool. Hi, Plagued Bird. How are you? Hello, I am here for a little bit lazy Saturday. I don't blame you. That's kind of why I'm here. I figured, well, I'm gonna have like a... Oh yeah, I'll do a new save file. I 101. I've never 100%ed any of the Donkey Kong games, so I'm like, I gotta do that. Well, I can only do one player, I guess. I am a slug in bed. My room is cold. Mine is too. I turned up the heat a little bit, but according to my thermostat, it's like 70 something degrees in our house, but it is 100% not 70 something degrees. It's like maybe 66, 65, but our thermostat is right above like our living room TV and video game systems, and somebody's watching and playing Elden Ring right now in the other room. So I'm like, I guarantee you it's not kicking on because it's warm from all the electronics. So I am freezing in here. All right, I guess let's just go. I'm gonna turn up. All right, I turned up the sound on my TV because with my headset on, I can't hear it. If I'm getting double audio, please let me know, guys. Dude, I have a little fake fire heater next to me. It's great, but it gets too hot. Yeah, I had to this past winter, our heat actually stopped working for a week. We had no thermostat. So I ended up going out to a store and picking up a little space heater too. That thing is maybe 10 to 12 inches tall. It is a little tiny dinky thing. That thing is powerful. It gets the job done. I'll tell you what. It gets that job done. Oh, that's right. I'm so used to being able to pick up your partner and throw them. You can't do it in the first Donkey Kong. I just recently 100%ed this too, but I guarantee you I won't remember any of the extra secrets that I didn't learn as a kid. I always forget that stuff pretty easy. Aw, I thought I could jump up there, but I think I have to do it here. Whatever. I'm not too worried. I'm missing a bunch of extra lives though, so that sucks. Oops. Wow. Wow. Hashtag unbelievable. Oh yeah, I can get up there as Diddy, duh. Do any of you guys have any favorite like SNES games? Or even just like, for example, if you were born after the SNES was like popular, so your retro system was GameCube or, you know, anything like that. Do you guys have like a favorite childhood game that you'll never not love? For me, the Donkey Kong games for sure, but for me, the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy, I still have my PS1 copies to this day, and I I will try to 100% them every year, every other year. I just get a, you know, itch to play it again. And I know I missed a secret room. I'm pretty sure, though. They made the new Ignited trilogy, and I like it a lot. Some things I don't think translated very well, either control wise or um how do I explain it? Some of the mini games that they have that you would get crystals, or I'm sorry, like gems or orbs for, um, they didn't program very well. So they're either more difficult for no good reason, or they're too easy. Um, but I do like the Ignited trilogy. I actually have that on my Switch, and I would love, love, love to stream those someday. If it were up to me, I'd probably actually stream the PS1 versions, but I don't currently have a way to play my old PS1 versions. I'd have to dig up my PS3 and get that going, but no, 100% I would absolutely adore playing those on stream for you guys. Woohoo! Banana, banana. Now let's check chat. And then I turn it off, it gets too cold. Yup, that's the... Oh, audio sounds good. Good, I'm glad. Okay, something about old games and their hitboxes is so incompatible with my eyeballs. I'm so bad at, say, Mario games, for instance. I kind of get what you're saying. I can't think of any examples right now, but I know exactly what you mean, where it's like, I have played this game 100 million times, and I'm still not quite sure where I'm supposed to hit you or how I'm supposed to hit you. Clockwork Knight on the Sega Saturn is a weird trip to go back and watch. I had a Sega Genesis, and that was about it. My dad actually, back in the day, was a electronics repairman. So the only system he ever bought for us as kids, my brother and I, was the Super Nintendo. We got that for Christmas. But literally every other system we owned were either ones that he repaired and people didn't come pick them up. And there's like a thing in his contract where it's like, hey, if I can't contact you and you don't pick up your stuff for, 60 days, then it's mine. Like, I can only hold on to it for so long. Or he would, people would drop off broken systems to him that they didn't want repaired so he could dispose of, the electronic parts. And he would salvage all the parts that still worked, and he would just build the systems up again from the working pieces. It was awesome. So like our Sega Genesis, our original Xbox, our PlayStation 1s and 2s, were all basically Frankenstein together. So that was pretty cool as a kid. Yeah, it was. It was sick. We didn't grow up. We weren't like super super poor, but we weren't really, super rich either. But again, because he was a repairman for electronics, we had a local like video game movie rental store. So he had a deal with them. He's like, "Hey, I'll fix your guys' VCRs and TVs at a discounted price if you guys are cool letting us do like one free rental a week." So every weekend my brother and I would get to rent a game. And if we couldn't decide, if we argued, my dad every time he would force us to get the Mario preschool games. And it's like you're so bored and and the video games are such like a new thing that okay, fine, I'll play Mario preschool. It was so I'm like an 8-year-old kid learning that cows say moo. Like, okay, that's great. Blaster Master. see. For NES, I was so hyped for the new Blaster Master games for Switch, and they even have the same aesthetic as original. That's awesome. To be honest, back in the day of purely story single player games, crushing the whole game in 5 days for a rental price ruled. Oh yeah, for sure, hands down. Um, you just felt like such a baller. You're like, hell yeah. But then of course, like, you'd beat it once, but then you're like, oh, we gotta rent it again. Again and again. And actually, it was always a good indication since my parents didn't buy us a lot of video games. We rented a lot of them. My dad figured, okay, if we rent the game more than 5 times, they like it enough that if we actually, get one of them for their birthday or for Christmas or something like that, then at least they'll play it. And that was Spyro for me. I rented Spyro 2 so many times, and Spyro 3 that I eventually got those for a present or something. This is one of my... I'm sure I'm not alone on this. I know I'm not alone, but this is one of my favorite songs. Just in video game music. Just letting letting it shine, you know? I hear one of my cats outside destroying the door. Sir Ichiban, if you're still listening, which cat is it? And if it's one of the good ones, you can let them in. Because otherwise, he's gonna be scratching at the door for a while. Let's put it this way. If it's blues, he can come in. The other ones are too naughty. They'll destroy everything. We have 4 cats. It was not intentional to get that many. I was fine with 2. But the other 2 ended up being rescues that you can't say no to, you know what I mean? When an animal needs your help, oh, that's right. When an animal needs your help, you gotta be there for them. But I will 100%, I cannot have more than 4. Those litter boxes are already stinky enough every week. Let into babies. Maybe. We'll see. The Spyro remakes are amazing. Yes, I know. Spyro is amazing. Was a game I really got into growing up. Yeah, no, Spyro, easily. I'm actually, right now, in my gaming room, I have a Spyro blanket on my lap to keep me warm. So, I adore the Spyro games. I was so happy when they were making the remake because I was like, I can finally buy Spyro merch. I had one Spyro toy as a kid, and it was a kind of janky looking plushie that my brother's friend at the time won at a carnival game. And I was like super stoked. I was very happy. It was funny too because my brother is not too much older than me. He's only a couple years older than me. So his friends, of course, were only a couple years older too. And we were at that age where it's like, he didn't want to give it to me. He's like, no, it's my stuffed animal. I want it. You don't get it. And I was so sad. I played with the whole time he was there. And then he kind of just got like a soft spot. He's like, fine, you can have it. I'm like, thank you. I've heard this song sampled in remixes. Yes. Oh yeah. It's one of easily the best songs to come out of the SNES library period. And it's great. And into babies. I had a third for a while because she followed me to my car in the parking lot after work. Oh, that's so cute. It's such a special thing when an animal trusts you like that. It really is. It's like they know that you're a good person, you know? That's actually what happened with our fourth. She was originally uh um a neighbor's cat. Not a direct neighbor, but someone who lives fairly close to me. And originally she got out, so they put up lost cat posters. Um, well, I actually saw her and I trapped her, and I gave her back. And she was really skinny. She had a lot of fleas. Like she was in rough shape. But literally like 2 months later, I see her outside again. And she's even skinnier. She had a rubber band wrapped around her leg, and it was actually like infected. And I found out that that neighbor moved away. They didn't even care. They didn't even care. They let her get out again. They put rubber bands around her. It's like the little rubber bands you use for your hair. And yeah, they just left her there. So we took her in, and she actually still has a scar around her leg, but we call it her survivor's bracelet. Oh, Alpha, hi. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, newbies. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm a material girl. Hi, Leela the cookies. Thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you're a material girl. Buongiorno. That's hello in Spanish. I always have to say it like that. You can't not. I'm back. Welcome back, Cat. We finished the line art for the hair and the skin, so I decided to take a quick break. Play some Donkey Kong 1. And since we have a couple new people watching, I'm kind of just doing whatever right now. But I do have Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. And if anybody is interested, either like in a little bit or later tonight, I am more than happy to do some actual multiplayer with you guys. We can have a race going. I figured if it's easier to like take a couple hour break and come back at a better time where people either home from work or have time to play, then I'm more than happy to wait. The more the merrier, you know what I mean? Especially since now in Mario Kart you can have 12 players instead of just 8. So I think eventually it would be really fun to do like Super Smash Brothers with people. I'm not good at it by any means, but I can somewhat hold my own against other like mediocre players. I know it was way too early to get the times 2, but it's all good. Usually you want to wait till like the very end when you have as many as you can get, but meh. Meh, I say. Meh. Oh, I just made it over 600, so not bad. Oh, Lilo wanted to play Mario Kart 2. Awesome! Yeah, that works. If anybody in chat does want to play, let me know what time works best for you guys. And I'm more than happy to do what I can to work around it. So if you guys want to play like here just in a little bit after I beat some levels, or if you would rather wait till like, you know, 7 p.m., 4 a.m., go away, Cat. Cat, you don't count. You don't get to play anymore. You too, Alpha. You're not allowed to play anymore. Oh, by the way, guys, um, I don't know if they are still lurking or if they had to skedaddle, but we had a new viewer named ID10, and they ended up clipping a pretty interesting clip from earlier today, and apparently it was pretty funny. So feel free to check that out. I'm quite proud of myself, I suppose. We're gonna have a new segment on the Lorelai show. Elmo teaches shit. Yes, yep, the shaky Elmos, yep, pretty much. See, this is so much easier to play and talk to because it's like, man, I did so bad at Isaac the other night because it's really hard. I never realized how difficult it is to like hold a conversation, and because the biggest part of streaming is you don't want a lot of dead air. You want to be able to talk with people and not have a lot of just like awkward silence. But man, that really does take away from concentration. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. I think it's over here. Nope. Okay, I forgot where the times 2 is on here. Oh well, no biggie. You were crushing it on Isaac for myself. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm a god, trust me. I've seen some insanely good streamers play it. I've seen people, well, to be fair, it's literally like all they do. But I've seen people that have like a 300 plus win streak when they're in the character select. And I'm like, man, I think the highest win streak I remember getting, at least on the Switch, I played the hell out of it when it was on the Vita. But since I've had the Switch version, I think the highest win streak I had was like 12. Which isn't terrible. It's not horrible. I haven't gotten that in a while because I think it's easier obviously at the beginning of the game because even though you have thank you for following, Lilo. Thank you. Hopefully I live up to expectations and I can entertain ya. Whoop. But as far as Isaac goes, it's like, sure, you have less items. Ah, shit. But you also have less bosses to fight. Because before you can even unlock anything, you have to beat Mom like 5 times. And Mom is so easy. I'll die at her maybe like once every 50 or 60 or 100 runs. Like something really low, but it all depends on your synergies too. If you have like a really crappy setup and you didn't get any like damage up or tears up and you're just at base levels, it's not super hard, but it's time consuming. Okay, whoop, haha. Ooh, oh. Oh shit, I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming too. I'm like, okay, you got this. You know he's coming. Just jump. Shit. Do you think God stays in heaven, or he too fears what he has created? Spy Kids too. Mom is so easy. Literal Binding of Isaac. Oh, Binding of Isaac God. I missed that part. Okay, whatever. You only just recently started playing like here and there. So until you kind of get the hang of the game, the hardest part when you start out is not knowing what the items do. Because sometimes you could pick up an item that's really awesome, but then like the second item you get nullifies it or makes it worse. So that's the rough part. The more you play, the more you see those items that you personally hate, and you're like, "Cool, I'm not picking that up." I know a lot of like really, really good Isaac players like to get the 9 lives item. So essentially, instead of just dying when your hearts run out, you get 9 lives, but each life after your first one, you only get 1 heart. And I hate that because it's like if I'm far enough in and I die and I only have 1 heart, that's rough. Especially if you can't get any more like items that give you health up and stuff. So I honestly say 99% of the time, if I see 9 lives, I just GTFO. Like, I don't want any part of it. I'm done. I think I messed up, but whatever.
It's not very poggers of me. Poggers! Poggers!
Oh, sorry.
Poggers!
I gotta do the, you gotta do the whimpering. It's just not the same without the whimpering. The pathetic whimpering. Ah. Gotcha. Got the game in 2018. Chuck E. Cheese, 2020. Yeah, well, yeah, but you don't play it that often. At least I'm fairly certain you don't. Okay, let me. Ah, damn it, I can't push it back. I accidentally pushed it too far. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. You just go with the flow of things. Oh, okay, well, now I'm pissed. Oh, not too bad. Sorry, technology. That sound as a clip on my channel is a blurb. I love it. I played it pretty frequently for a while. It was my game I played while my car charged. Oh, that's right. I think though it changed a lot. It changed a lot with the current update. Not just because it added more bosses and more items, but they actually changed how some of the items work for better or for worse. Some items got buffed, some items got nerfed. But yeah, it's don't beat yourself up too much. I'm sure if like you started streaming it really often or just playing it again real often now, you'd probably kick butt at it. I've heard that. I got the current version on PC and I need to play that one more. Yeah. It'll be easy on PC too. Like you'll be fine. Okay guys, I'm actually going to take a really really quick break. I have to go grab a snack out of the kitchen. So I will be right back. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I am back. I took an extra minute to grab the space heater from my other room. So, pardon me if you hear a lot of extra noise while I'm setting that up. I got my noise reduction, but that can only do so much. Okay. I don't think I don't think the noise will be picked up at all. So hopefully it won't become an issue. But yes. Okay. Decided to heat up my leftovers of my tikka masala from last night. Haven't eaten since breakfast, so have a nice warm meal. My tummy will hopefully warm me up too. All right. Cool. We are back.
Did you guys miss me? I miss you guys so much. I was gone for so long.
I think it's really funny because obviously there's a little shortcuts or like shortcuts to get to a secret area. And I've been using those since I was a kid, so I think there's still chunks of level that I have never actually seen because I take those shortcuts. No! That was dumb on my part. I don't hear the heater, and I misses you. Oh, well, thank you. I misses you too. So, I know some of us are being little lazy slugs, but that's okay. It's a Saturday. You're allowed to do that. Especially if it's your day off from work or school. Because, yeah, you get burned out during the week. But does anybody have any special plans for this weekend? Anything special in mind? Or just kind of being a lump? I'm being a lump. Whoops. I mean, it's only 2 bananas. It didn't really matter that much, I suppose. Oh, I hope that heater heats up soon. I did not realize how chilly I was. Woo, hoo, hoo, woo. Donkey Kong invented speedrunning, guys. This was the OG speedrunning. Oops. Do you even game, bro? Certainly I don't. That was trash. Wow. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Sorry, guys. The tikka masala has a little bit of a kick to it. Ghosts don't tend to... Oh, come on. Ghosts don't tend to handle spicy too well. In my head, you got the Game Grumps, EVG, and Clone Mickey Mouse. What the heck is up with this game? What a bunch of poopy ass stick. This game was made by a bunch of diarrhea coming out of diarrhea butthole. Like that. That was actually the very first Game Grumps video I showed to my brother. I'm like, what's a great way to showcase this show to him? And that was it. Because then he got hooked. Oh, God. I'm trying to go too fast, I guess. A real gamer would be able to handle it. The AVGN clones. I don't need the bananas. I just remember when AVGN clones were more of a problem and more prevalent. Oh, baloney. Poop. Oh, poop. Okay. I'm embarrassing myself now. This is an embarrassment. I think it's like, you know when you keep losing at a game, so you get kind of that weird overconfidence. You're like, oh, I've redone this part like 100 million times, so let me just rush through it. But of course, rushing through it is what screws you up. That's kind of what I'm doing, I think. Obviously, it's like, I know this level. It shouldn't be like this. But it be what it do, you know? I love it that the creepy crocodiles keep waking up F. Shut up. Alright, let's save. We shall save. 18%, not too bad. Not going for 100, of course, but... And then usually what I like to do is I'll just create, just in case it didn't save. Cool. Let's see, it's almost 4:30. Do we have a consensus as far as Mario Kart, guys? Do you want to play right now, or do you think we should come back in a little bit to play? How's it looking for everybody? I know it sounded like Lilo was interested. I think Gum was interested also. I know Kat, you have it too. I'm not sure if Alpha has Mario Kart. Whoops. You don't? Ah. Yeah, I'd have to go through my catalog and see what multiplayer games I do have. Because I'd love to do more multiplayer with everybody. But you kind of have to have games for that. That, and I'm a big fan of local co-op, not so much online. So a lot of my games I do have tend to be more couch co-op than like online compatible. Ooh, plans later. Well, I hope that they're fun plans. I hope. Okay, I'll do one more level, I think. Actually, I think it's one more level and then it's the boss. So, I think I will do that. And then I can call it a day for now. I didn't see any responses regarding Mario Kart, which is fine. But I figured if it was more of like a dire, oh, well, I need to play right now because nobody's available for later, then obviously that works out. And I don't have to stream it today. I just figured it might be fun to do, especially on weekends. It's the only time I'm really free. As long as I'm not working one of my 10-hour days. So we've been on 10-hour days now for my work for like... What? Okay, what? You guys saw that. Right? You saw it blow up. I saw it blow up. Look. See? It blew up. So why did it go away earlier? Sorry, I'm not going to use that skip or the like rewind button a lot. But damn it. But that was BS. It blew up. Should be fun. We are going to go to a party and see how close we can get to alcohol poisoning without dying. Well, please be careful. As a currently streaming public figure, I have to say drink responsibly. As a logical person, I know you probably won't, but your mind is made up. Yeah, I won't make it. I think I have to have the ostrich, and I already blew that chance. I missed them somewhere. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, whatever, Snake. Oh, that was bad. Yes, be safe, friend. It's always important to be safe. Not just with yourself, but for other people too. It's always important to remember that you can ruin your own life by harming someone else's. So it's important to be responsible. That's what I needed. I needed the tire. I don't know why I thought it was the ostrich. Ostrich is, I think, the next version of this level. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Frog! We're gonna Healy across town. With a truly in hand. Okay. Yes. Poor Sanbo. Sanbo Ichiban. Another VTuber. He has been watching the current Hololive concert and event that's been going on since yesterday. But the concert doesn't start until like 3 a.m. our time, not Japan time. So he's very tired. He stayed up until about 6 a.m. and then couldn't sleep. So it's gonna be a rough weekend for him. I could feel it. I just wanted to kill that guy. I felt whoa. Whoa. I felt like that vulture deserved it. Oh my god, why am I so dumb? There we go. Something's glitching, man. These little rodents keep like resetting in a weird way. Woohoo! Cool. Then I think it's boss. Yep, boss, and then we can call it a day, guys. I can't believe I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. It does not feel like that. That's one thing, and actually, this is very much side tangent, but I need to get better with doing my art faster. Because for the time that I spent on my art, I barely got any line art done. I'm just not much of a speed runner, you know? So usually if I charge for commissions, you know, obviously you factor in the time it takes, but if a piece takes me 11 hours to complete, I'll only charge for like 6 or 7. Cause I'm just very, very slow with art. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is we'll just go ahead and save over this save point. So then that way we can just pick it up the next time we decide to play some Donkey Kong, guys. Cool. We'll go ahead and close that up. Awesome. Well, let's switch on over. Let's switch on over and say our goodbyes. Oh. There we go. Had trouble getting the lo-fi music to start back up.
Silly.
Aw, I already miss you too, Murmur. Music's not too loud, I hope. Dumpy time! Yes! Okay, guys. The moment you've all been waiting for. Yeah, boy! Oh, boy, he's back! Damn, boy! So I know you I know you in real life, but I gotta say I'd watch your streams even if I had no idea who you were. Aw, thank you. Yes, I obviously I have some in real life people I know who have joined in on the chat and have talked and supported me, which I of course absolutely appreciate. Without you guys, I wouldn't have the chance to even get the viewership or share the tweets or doing this and that. But it is a really special feeling when someone you don't know at all, you know, they have absolutely no obligation, no connection to you, and they decide that they like spending that time with you. That's always really special. Damn, boy, he's thick. Hell yeah. Sorry, chat, you're going away because Dumpy's got it going on. Hell yeah. I can't tell you guys how much I freaking love Dumpy. I know he's Dumper, but I call him Dumpy. Here, we'll shrink him back down to size. To proper Dumper. To proper Dumpy size. Your streams are so good. Well, thank you. I hope so. I think I would be doing this regardless if I had, you know, viewers, because it's kind of a nice way to de-stress in a weird way. And it feels really good to kind of share your content, albeit art or just playing games along. Because I've always loved playing games when I'm with friends and just kind of watching. I actually have a friend who unfortunately moved away a couple years ago to a completely different area, but one of her favorite things when we hung out was actually watching me play Isaac. So that was always really fun. And back then, I had it on the Vita, so she would literally have to like sit and watch over my shoulder until we got that like casting. What was it? It's like the PlayStation TV or the PlayStation Cast or something like that. But it was a way for you to cast your Vita to your system. Dumpy is so much cuter than Dumper. Yeah, I could feel Dump's cheeks brushing my face. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's such a gentle, soft tushy. Oh, yeah. Just like a last minute thing, too. Last night, I actually ended up watching that new Pixar movie, Turning Red. Really good, you guys. Really, really good. For one, it's kind of scary how accurate it is to my early teenage years with how like the girls interact and how they like replace the boy band with like Yu Yu Hakusho and Inuyasha, and that was just me and my friend group. I'm sorry, fangirling over this stuff. We each had our different husbandos from the series and stuff. So luckily there was no infighting. Everybody liked a different guy or gal or both. And but yeah, it was really funny to watch it and be like, oh god, this is too accurate. But legit, the Yami Yugi was your husbando. Nice. Red, I helped. Yes. Murmur and I watched it together. Actually, she came over to my forest yesterday, and we enjoyed it. I'm not one to cry at movies. I really don't. I guess it kind of depends on the mood I'm in, but I don't usually cry at movies or TV shows. But I will tell you, like the last 10-15 minutes of the movie, I was definitely wiping away tears. If you've ever had a family where you felt like you had to excel at everything, and expectations were super high from your family, be it your parents or, grandparents or just whoever you had in your life, and they expected you to do like everything perfectly, you'll relate to this on some level. Even if it's not intense as intense as the girl in the movie and her level of perfection, but it definitely it hit home a little bit for you. Kaiju panda tears. Yes. Oh my god, yeah. The pandas are adorable and awesome in it. It just gave me like Totoro vibes. I just wanted to rub my face inside that fuzzy tummy. Ooh, yes. It was like my family and extended family. Amen to that, Alpha. Moroku was my husbando. Yes. You definitely loved Moroku very much. If you don't cry at Pixar movies, you're a monster. Yeah, fair enough. I'm trying to think. The last one I cried to that I can remember, Up. Obviously, Up is like, if you don't cry in that first like 10-minute segment of Up, like then you're a monster. I can understand maybe not crying at some of the other things because, let's be honest, usually when they put in like an emotional segment in any movie, it's for a life lesson. And a lot of that stuff is, you see it a lot. So if it's like, don't overexert yourself. We love you no matter who you are because you're different. You see that in a lot of movies. And some do it really well, some don't do it as much. But fucking hell, the beginning of Up, if you don't end up in tears by the end of that, then you're a monster. Absolutely. I've been wanting a big cry at a movie. La La Land gets me there at the end. Oh, I haven't seen La La Land. That's good to know, though, that it sounds like it's a good movie, obviously. You wouldn't be rewatching it just to cry unless you're crying of laughter. Yeah, this movie definitely made me cry at the end. I can't think of another... Oh, no, the last movie that made me bawl like a baby. Like, I literally couldn't speak after the movie for a couple hours. I'm not even exaggerating. A Silent Voice. I actually saw that in theaters with Sanbo Ichiban. He read the manga. He really enjoyed it, so he wanted to go see the movie. And, yeah, wow. Yeah, I was bawling in the theater, and we were leaving, and I was driving. So he's like, so how'd you like the movie? I literally couldn't talk. I couldn't speak. Because, yes, it was a fantastic movie, but that movie hit me so hard in my heart and in my gut that it was almost upsetting in a kind of a good way. So that one is really good. I would almost say that if you grew up bullied, or mocked or anything, either as a child or in your teenage years, just like a very slight trigger warning for that, because it deals a lot with actually a child who used to be a bully, but then something happened in his life and then he turned into the outcast. So he literally never made a friend almost his entire life after that happened in like grade school. And of course there's more characters that come in that are kind of outcasts. So it kind of dives into, being the black sheep of a group, if you will. But I do highly recommend that. It's a fantastic movie. And you can watch it without reading the manga, but I would actually suggest reading the manga, like, hands down. Yes, I know Emma Stone's in it. I know she is. She's like my number one celebrity crush. I absolutely love her. I would have her babies in an instant. If she was into ghost fawns, I would be all over that. I always cry like a beach anytime there's siblings. I'm close to my brother, so I will sob at that stuff. Yeah. I wasn't super close with my brother until we both became adults. But yeah, I totally understand. I grew up really close to my dad. Kind of daddy's girl kind of a thing. So whenever I see like a daughter-father thing, that's always what gets to me as far as like a family related cry, if you will. And all cats make me cry with their beauty. Yes. Yes. Emma is a progressive girl. I'm sure you could get in. Yeah. I know you. I know who you are now based on this chat alone. Yeah. Yup. I ship Lorelai and Emma Stone. I ship Lorelai and Murmur more though. Yes. Murmur's very excited to co-debut with me for just anything along the side, like a watch along, maybe a karaoke stream or something fun. That would actually be really fun if we did like a karaoke stream together. But she's already working on a lot of shipping fan art. Sorry, guys. Taking a bite of my now cold tikka masala that I heated up. Oh my god. The lamb in there is so freaking good. It just melts. It's so tender and yummy. Do you guys think I should do like chewing ASMR? Everyone's favorite sound in the world is just like wet chewing, right? Tortellini. A neighbor dropped off some food that he can no longer eat because he's on a very special diet. He's gonna have heart surgery soon, so he has to cut out a lot of stuff. And he messages me and asks, "Oh, hey, do you want some free food?" I'm not gonna turn down free food. And he gave me, there's a place called Trader Joe's, and I've personally never been there. But I know that their stuff is really good. And, he gave me a container of Trader Joe's ravioli, and it's like mascarpone cheese and lemon zest. I'm making that tonight for dinner because holy mother of God, that sounds so good. Sounds awesome. I love like a lemon chicken or like a lemon like yuzu ponzu sauce. It's kind of basically it's like yuzu is like a Japanese citrus. It's almost like a cross between a lemon and I've heard some people say like a lemon and a grapefruit, but it's kind of closer to a lemon. But a ponzu sauce is basically like that lemon with soy sauce, so it's not as salty, and it has just a really nice citrusy taste. Yes, you did hear yuzu, and I'm talking about the actual fruit/flavor and not my kitty cat. My rescue cat I mentioned earlier, her name is Yuzu. Yes, I know. Yuzu flavor is so good. I officially ran out of water, you guys. I have like 12 yuzu sauces in my house. I would love to step into your house someday with like one piece of like katsu chicken and cut it up into 12 slices and just try all of those yuzu sauces. Like I'm some kind of like professional taste tester. Like the guy who's like a professional like flavor guy for ice cream, I think, right? I think Alpha, I think you know more about it. But the savor it. Let the taste aerate. That'll be me, but with that yuzu sauce. All those different sauces. You're actually growing little yuzu trees. Oh, and then just find one real yuzu fruit at the store and planted the seeds. And now they're growing. That's awesome. I'd watch that yuzu tasting stream. Hell yeah. That's a 10. Yep. That's tough. Yeah, and surprisingly a lot of fruits and veggies that you guys get, not you guys, but as we get at most stores, they are specially bred to not have seeds in them. Which for certain things is great because then, you know, you don't have to worry about biting into seeds or eating them. Think like when you see seedless watermelon, stuff like that. But that also means that you can't plant the seeds to make more. And actually, sometimes the seeds are duds, basically. They won't grow. But yeah, that's really awesome that you found a proper yuzu fruit. That guy's whole job is professional ice cream taster. Yes, I think it was on your stream. When I was lurking one night, you brought up the fact that he literally has a golden spoon because gold is one of the few metals that doesn't interfere with like taste. So he literally has a golden spoon to do his job, and I'm so fucking jealous. Yes, he takes his job seriously. I gotta get going and shower and such. Keep streaming. I really do adore your streams. Oh, thank you, Alpha. I'll probably be calling it a day here in a little bit, after this chit chat. But I really do think if I can get enough people that want to play Mario Kart tonight, I will definitely stream again, I think. And if not tonight, if it's too short of notice, I might do it tomorrow. I'll also kind of eyeball people's time zones too. So maybe if like an earlier or a later stream works better for other people, I can try to work with that. When it comes to the weekends, I don't have a strict schedule. Basically, when I'm tired, I go to bed, and when I wake up, I wake up. Yes, cold and ice cream spoon. Awesome. Chef! Hi! What is up, my guy? Or gal? Or non-binary? Don't matter. All are welcome here. This is definitely a safe space for you to be. There's no hate, there is no anger. Unless I'm playing video games, and then I might get, angry and pissed. The ceiling, Alright, that's the end of the stream, guys. We're going, bye. Thanks, Chef. You ruined it for all 2 people. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't be sick. Well, I'm officially out of water, though. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yes, okay. I was hoping you would find the ace heart, Murmur. They have, like, a bunch of the pride flags. But I know when I see the ace, I knew that would be yours. And the kitty with sunglasses. Can't deny that one. Whew, my goodness. So, how are you, Chef? Like, how has your day been? Hopefully good as always. Like, we always want to hear a good day, but sometimes if it's a bad day, then maybe we can do something to help cheer you up. I did, yes. I, like, just woke up. Oh my goodness. Well, what time zone is it for you? For me, it's almost 5 o'clock p.m. So, I mean, if you just woke up, but it's maybe like 10 or 11 where you're at, then, that's fine, whatever, sleep in a little bit. But if you're like my time zone, then it's like, okay, well, that's a little late. We're at the same time, okay. Yeah, then, good job. Chef, did you start your curry truck yet? Yes, you got to. That's right. We talked about the legendary food truck of curry everything. I would be totally down for that. Last night for dinner, and I had my leftovers just a little bit ago, but we ate at an Indian restaurant, and I got lamb tikka masala, and it's so good. Oh my god. Their curry there's really good too, but I just can't beat a good tikka masala. I usually get a mashed vegetable curry otherwise. That's really good too. Chickpea curry is always yummy. I got up just in time for this stream. Complete coincidence. Yes. Poor Sanbo. He's staying up late this whole weekend because Hololive is doing a concert with all the girls. They're all being idols and they're competing, doing one song each basically. And so, but of course, it's like 3 a.m. our time. So his sleep schedule is all out of whack. Sanbo stream when? Yes. I actually talked to him about it today. I I could be wrong, but something I've noticed is generally if you do a stream on like a weekday, it may be easier for people to watch because Saturdays everybody streams kind of a thing. So, it's a little bit of everyone. Everywhere, sorry, not everyone. But if he picked like a weekday at a decent time, I think that might go over well. But honestly, I'm new to this. This is my second stream, you guys, so I don't know what the best like time and place and everything to do is. So any recommendations from you guys are absolutely welcome. I would love for Sanbo to have a big turnout and just lots of support and love. This is a dream of his to do. He's the one who introduced me to VTubers and the culture around it and everything. So I have him to thank a lot for this. I wouldn't have done it without him.
I'm Sambo, and I like watching Hololive. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Is that what you wanted, Murmur? Anytime is gonna have an audience. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Just gotta get the word out. Yeah, yes. And that's how you guys all helped me out really big on that for my debut was I was able to kind of get the word out a couple days in advance. And a lot of you guys were really supportive and helped share it and actually tuned in. Cause there's some times where friends or just streamers or YouTubers or anything that I really like are streaming and I don't have the time to stop by, so just gotta get the word out. But sometimes they're kind of dead. Yeah. It depends on where your audience is from. That's very true. Sorry, that was kind of gross. The most direct group of VTubers and other things I'm in is Gumdrops Guild on Discord. And I don't know where a lot of people from the Discord live. I know there's a couple that are almost reverse time zones. I think Cooney is one of them. Cooney Art. He'll start his stream at like 10 p.m. his time, but it's like 6 a.m. my time. So I don't always get to tune in and see his stuff because, I'm sleeping. Solid impression of Murmur doing a Sanbo impression. Good. Yeah, good. I figured as much. For me, I wouldn't want to stream late morning, early afternoon because I have a bunch of Aussie friends. Oh, yep. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I was kind of trying to get a feel earlier with chat regarding a possible Mario Kart 8 stream. Because obviously for the stream, you want as many people watching and talking and having a good time. But on the other hand, also it's Mario Kart. You can have up to 12 people playing at once. So the more actual people racing and the less CPU racers, the better. But yeah, like I'm like, do I try it tonight at like 8 p.m. Central Time? Do I just like put out word for tomorrow and kind of get an idea? But yeah, I'm not sure. Some site says, when is the best time to stream Twitch? Cutting straight to it, best times to stream on Twitch are between 1 a.m. and 11 a.m. Whew, I guess they basically say the thought is that there's less competition during the streams. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. That's kind of what I was telling Sanbo about. Maybe debut on like a weekday as opposed to a weekend, because less people, at least, by that logic. Ask Dumpy. He seems to really know what he's doing. Dumpy does. Dumpy is 100% an expert, but I don't think it's for streaming times. I think his expertise lies in being a thick boy. Dumpy's very good at being a thick boy. Alright, guys. Well, it's literally 1 minute or less until 5. But I feel like the types of people that watch small streams and big streams are pretty much two different. That's true. That's true. That's very true. I feel like that's one thing that's really awesome, is I feel like with the smaller community that I've entered into with a lot of you guys, is a lot of people are all about supporting each other. Like, you go on Twitter or here on Twitch and you follow somebody, it's like almost instantly you get a follow back because people want to see more little guys succeed or just have a good time, I wouldn't have to stream and have 600 people in chat to be happy. Just having enough people to carry on a conversation, 1 or 2 extra people to interact with and chat with, is just awesome. And to see people supporting each other to make sure that, hey, you have that interaction, that's what's so special. So I I will always lurk, at least on work days, because I can't really type a lot. I'm working. I'm doing my best. But I'll try to throw in a question here and there, or respond to something, but I like to at least lurk, give somebody the views, and share the link or something. Yeah. I like that nodding gif. It's just like, There's not quite the song for it, for a little headbanging, but, what else? I need to get some extra music, because I don't mind the lo-fi for being the background. But there would definitely be songs I would like to play in the background. Oops. Getting used to having, extra desktops. Nodders! Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's Omega lol. I thought it was like, oh my god. So dumb, sorry. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think it's about time for me to mosey on out. I have some water to definitely drink. I ran out. and I'm very thirsty. Yeah, I want to raid someone. Is anyone streaming right now? How do I do a raid? That would be fun. Yeah, go on mosey on the trail. Mosey on the dusty trail. / raid channel. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, do we know? Let me open up Twitch really quick on my phone. See if anybody anyone we know is streaming right now. If anybody has recommendations too, like if I don't have any of my friends or acquaintances that are streaming right now, but you guys do, I'm more than happy to raid anyone who wants or needs it. Preferably a smaller channel, just to send new viewers their way. Oh my god, you guys, I am like so tired. I think I'm like finally crashing after everything. Well, I am so done with Twitch. I literally can't even look up what like my not subscribers, but who I'm following. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. All right. Do you care more about followers or viewers? Like me personally, or like for the who to send the raid to? Oh, in terms of a raid. That is a great question. I don't know, because both are kind of important, because you can have 50 people following you and get affiliate, but if nobody's watching, then what's the point? But again, if the viewer count's low, but they have a bazillion followers, and you know what, let's go with the view count. Because if the view count is low and it's somebody who is new, then it's kind of the best of both worlds, and hopefully more people will start watching. Dumpy, what do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dumpy's got some macho man. Oh, yeah.
My throat's way too dry to do that right now. Yeah, Dumpy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, obviously, like in my like OBS layout, I have everything locked so I don't accidentally move something. But yeah, no. Dumpy's here to stay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Fucking dorky. Yes. Welcome to my channel. If you get the chance, somebody clipped me earlier doing an Elmo impression, and I have not watched it yet myself to see how it turned out, but it got a decent reaction in the chat. God, Elmo. Alrighty, guys. What is the final consensus? Kat recommended Astrono Mitch? If I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. Or is it Astronomic? Oh, okay. Astronomy. She's an alien. Cool, an alien, who says. She's streaming right now. Astronomy. Alright, well, you know what? Let's send it to Cloudy. One of the people I was gonna raid is an alien. Well, there you go. I think let's head on over to Cloudy. I think Cloudy would enjoy some viewers. So just making sure, because again, I am very new to this. I typed out /raid space Cloudy Clarity. Oh, okay. Let me copy. I don't need any extra like underscores or apostrophes, nothing like that. Just straight up. Cool. Perfect, guys. All right. Well, and then okay, and then just to make sure, I would hit raid and then it would send you guys over, or is it I hit raid and then once I end my stream, it will send them over? I don't want to do this wrong. Okay. Like 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for popping in. I really do have a blast with this. I'll probably post in both the Discord and Twitter and just try to get a general consensus for like a Mario Kart stream. But I'm also open to other multiplayer games that I might have. I can't do PC multiplayer games. That's the only thing because I am working on a laptop and my laptop won't handle anything that's, you know, not going through just like my graphics card or my capture card, I mean. Well, thank you, Amesor. Thank you for joining me. Seriously, you guys are the ones that make this worth doing. It's really true. And I know all of you stream and I know you guys know that's true too. Because without a community to support each other, then it can be pretty lonely, you know? So thank you guys for watching me do some art, even though I didn't get very far. Thanks for watching me play some good old classic SNES, and thank you for chatting with me. Alright, let's raid Cloudy, and then I'll wait like 10-15 seconds, and then I'm gonna get some water. Yes, play Elden Ring. Oh boy. I don't normally hate myself that much to play the Souls games or Elden Ring, but I will be completely honest, if there is a want for it, I will try. I am willing to try any games I can get my hands on that's not going to cost an arm and a leg, and just, you might as well, you don't know if you like a game till you try it, you know? So, alright guys, I was just being stupid, don't worry. Well, you never know. Everybody's playing Elden Ring, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's, you know, good one to hop on to. So, well, awesome, guys. Thank you all again. Have a wonderful day, be it Saturday or maybe early Sunday if, you know, you're in the future. And thank you, guys. And I love you. And enjoy the raid. Give her a bunch of love. Give her a follow if you haven't. And I'll pop in and say hi to you. Alright, guys. Love you, and stay safe, okay? It's a crazy world.